Hello humans and also wholesome animals, and welcome to the quintessential Animal Crossing New Horizons hourly music ranking video. Whether you're a peppy penguin or a cranky koala or a lazy dog or hey, even a human just trying to make your way in this world, the one thing I think we can all unanimously agree on is the hourly music in Animal Crossing is some of the catchiest, loveliest, beautifulest music in gaming history. Now, I have logged well over 300 hours on Animal Crossing New Horizons, so I have been given official authority from Mr. Nook himself to make a ranking video of the tunes that float through our ears and tickle our brains every hour of every play session. I'm gonna try my absolute hardest to not compare to the music in New Leaf, because man, the music in that game is just, Also, I don't think it's necessary to compare because it is a different game with an entirely different vibe. New Horizons is about starting fresh on a deserted island, and I do think the music accurately portrays that, so let's have a look. Let us begin from the beginning. Here's a tune that some of you probably haven't heard for some time if you've been playing since launch. This is the Prologue music, and it plays for the first week on your getaway deserted island. And it has such strong, wistful vibes of new beginnings, taking those first steps onto the shores of an unknown island. I really do dig this tune. It's pretty minimal, just a guitar and an egg shaker. It's quite a neat parallel between the start of the game, when all you have is a couple of items to your name, a sleeping bag and a radio. My only minor nitpick with it is that it plays for the first week of the game. 168 hours on loop. Oh what, you wanted that sweet hourly music goodness? Sorry, no dice, Grandpa, you gotta wait a week for that luxury. With all due respect, I'm putting the Prologue in the E tier, because whilst it is a lovely little track, the context is so important for this ranking. Please understand. Brand new day, full of possibilities. Maybe I'll buy a frog hat, or dig up the final fossil I need to complete the dinosaur exhibit in my museum. 6 AM most likely sits among some of the most unheard music of the game, which is a shame for any song really, but that is kind of what happens when you have hourly changing music. Musically speaking, I don't think it's the most exciting track in the game, but it definitely gives you a sort of morning sunrise feeling, you know? That feeling of waking up just that a little bit too early. You can't get back to sleep, so you drag yourself into the kitchen and you put the kettle on and you watch as the morning light cascades through your blinds, bouncing off the kitchen walls. It's a C tier track, beautiful. Easily my favorite hourly song in the entire game. I used to be a night owl, truly, but one day something in my brain just kind of flipped, and now I'm all about getting up early and doing everything before 10 AM and then just getting on with the day. The 7 AM hits that just get up and go feeling so hard. It's upbeat, it's insanely catchy, it just makes me want to do stuff. 7 AM, you're A tier, baby, and I think you know that. Yeah, I like 8 AM quite a bit. It's a little repetitive and it doesn't stray that far from what the track is trying to do, but that spicy electric piano and those drums, it tastes good if you eat it. I'm gonna slot this in the B tier. If 7 AM was a delicious, hearty breakfast, then 8 AM is that kind of unhealthy cereal bar you're devouring on your way to work because you woke up a little bit late. 9 AM is chill. Maybe too chill considering it is 9 AM. It's like the day hasn't even started yet and you're already falling asleep at your desk. Your eyes keep wandering over to the clock and then over to the coffee machine. When I'm playing Animal Crossing at 9 AM, this track isn't too intrusive, but it's also not that memorable. I don't get annoyed listening to it for an hour on loop, so I guess that's a bonus. You know, I think I'm gonna put this in the C tier. Whilst it's not that special, it's a sweet tune. It's a sweet tune. I don't know if it's amateur to describe anything with a neat walking bass line and a smooth booping ass trumpet as ska feeling, but damn dude, this song has got a hook that gets me constantly tapping my foot when I should be constantly tapping the A button. because I'm crafting fish bait. I really like 10 a.m. This is B-tier music, my dudes. If the 9 a.m. blues did make you succumb to an early morning cup of coffee, well, it is 10 a.m. and you are re-energized and ready to go. You know, I don't know about 11 a.m. I don't know what it's doing, where it's going, where it's been, what it had for breakfast, or even what it intends to have for dinner. I'll give it this. I like the electric piano, but this music still kind of feels like the day's winding down before it's really even started, which is a big no-no for me. You know, we should be focusing on making sure we have all of our assets in order to get our bridge built and feeling secure before we clock off for lunch. Respectfully, this is D tier. Speaking of lunch, this track, this is tasty. This is the track that you throw on when you've stopped by at your local cafe for some lunch. Trekking across the whole island to get to your home would take too long, way too long. But my town has got this rad little pizzeria on the corner. You can grab a slice for the busy workers. Ooh, dude, you gotta check it out. Best pie you can get for miles. I think I'm a little bit biased towards 12 p.m. because the rhythm of the track, it kind of feels a bit like a Flight of the Conchords song, and I really like the Flight of the Conchords. This is some very strong B-tier music, my friends. Moving on. I'm not sure how I feel about 1 p.m. It's pretty chill, but musically, I don't think it's exploring anything new, which is not what 1 p.m. is all about. 1 p.m. is all about getting out there and exploring something new after you've chowed down on that delicious slice of czar. I don't know why I just called it czar. I've never called pizza czar before, but I kind of like it. It was really tricky figuring out where to put this, but I have to be critical of all tracks. I was debating D tier, but I'm thinking it's gonna go E tier. I'm gonna be safe, just play it safe. I'm gonna put it in E tier, okay? I'm gonna put it in E. See, again, I feel like they've maybe missed the mark on 2 p.m. For me, 2 p.m. feels like someone complaining to me about something that doesn't matter to me, most definitely doesn't matter to them. So I like totally wanted the last jelly bagel, and Bones took the last jelly bagel, and I was like, dude, Bones, what the hell? You got the last jelly bagel yesterday, and Bones was all like, oh, I'm sorry, but it's my favorite snack. At least I'd like to share it with the bugs in my floor. All I'm thinking is, man, I really need to find somewhere to sell my turnips. 2 p.m., I'm sorry, but I'm putting you in F tier. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, all right, now this is more like it. Yes, okay, so I will say the track is still a bit on the chill side, despite it only being 3 p.m. I guess I would say it's appropriately starting to wind down. I don't know about you, but 3 p.m. personally, to me, is my creative cutoff point. After 3 p.m., I become a formless blob that struggles to even construct a sentence, really. And I'm not saying that the New Horizons music was designed around my creative process, but could be true. I would have liked to have heard a little bit more from the trumpet, otherwise the bass line's pretty sweet. I'm throwing this in the C tier. I struggle to distinguish 4 p.m. from its surrounding tracks. It doesn't quite have that familiar boop that Animal Crossing music tends to have. I don't hum the tune much outside of when I'm playing the game, and that's a red flag for me. I'm a hummer, I like to hum. However, due to the lack of boop, I'm slotting it in the D tier. Yeah, good. 5 p.m. I like it. I like it quite a lot, actually. They have put down the acoustic guitar for the moment, and they have put some kind of funky whammy effect on the electric, coupled with that tangy, zesty lead synth dancing around. Oh, when 5 p.m. kicks in, it slaps me around the face and then just continues to slap. 5 p.m. to me feels like finishing work and heading home, and maybe treating yourself to some new clothes that caught your eye in the window of the Able Sisters. Maybe you pick up a cool, flashy rocket ship from Nook's Cranny. For its bravery from straying from the format, I'm putting this in the B tier, my friends. This is B tier music. After a long, arduous walk across the island, pole vaulting across 2 lakes, climbing down 4 ladders, and talking to Biscuit for 20 minutes about something that you don't quite understand or you're not sure he understands either, you finally arrived home. You kick your shoes off and you throw the oven on to preheat. You've still got some slices of pizza left over from lunch earlier, so you'll probably snack on those before you head back out to see your friends. 6 p.m. feels like alone time. And man, does sometimes we need a bit of that. It has the feeling of, oh, I don't need to see anyone for the next couple of hours. I'm alone and this is all me. This is me time now. 6 p.m. C tier. C tier. It's in the C tier. 7 p.m. It fills my heart with something good. It is not the spiciest of songs, maybe not the most catchy, but let me paint you a picture. After a long, hard day of work on your island, maybe you completed that tricky, bendy river that had been giving you trouble for the past week. You've devoured a somewhat stodgy tasting, reheated slice of pizza, showered away the dried mud from your hands, changed into those fresh, clean clothes you bought earlier today. You have had ample time to recharge, and now you feel ready to go out and see your friends. The weather, perfect. Ooh, no jacket needed. You'll be fine in a long sleeve tee. 7 p.m. comes on and everything is just fine. I'm putting this in the B tier because that's where it be for me. I genuinely don't know if I like 8 p.m. or not. I feel like it's not super adventurous, which is a shame because 8 p.m. is prime adventure hour. You've gone out for dinner with your friends and you've devoured probably a slightly too large, hearty bowl of ramen. Your bellies are full, and the other animals are like, what do you guys feel like doing now? And I want to say, let's go do something crazy. Let's go to a deserted island and catch some tarantulas. But the 8 p.m. tune here just makes me feel like going home and getting into bed, you know? This is gonna be D tier, I'm afraid. Yeah. Yes, now this is a booping ass bass line and an electric piano that really gets my head bobbing. The sun has most definitely set and the insects are roaming the island. I've got a freshly crafted net equipped and ready to go. I'm gonna turn in some new bugs to the museum. Is that a tarantula? Is that there what I spy? Is that there a tarantula? All right, I'm just gonna shake this tree and go, oh no, I've been stung by wasps. Ah, God, this is the worst. And now I've been bitten by a tarantula. And I've passed out. I've had some real bad experiences at 9 p.m. It's a C tier song. It's good. I like it. Do you smell that? Freshly planted pine trees that you put in the mountains a few days ago? Oh, they're smelling good now. I love 10 p.m. All the shops are closed, some of the animals are going to bed. The world is sleeping, but you're not. It is prime time to go hang around in the woods by the cliffs, maybe catch a shooting star or 2 or 20. Frustratingly, 10 p.m. feels like an unresolved sneeze to me. Let me explain. The final note of the song feels like it needs to conclude. It feels like it needs to end on something. It needs a little twang. It needs to go. But it doesn't, so I always feel somewhat slightly sad bad. The song is great though, so I'm gonna throw it in the B tier. I wanna like 11 p.m, I really do. It doesn't feel like it's truly found its own identity, if you know what I mean. I don't think it's unique enough to stand the test of time that we'll still be talking about it in 10 years. Not the way some of New Leaf's tracks have, at least. And I'm not comparing directly to New Leaf. I'm just saying, if New Leaf music is up here, 11 p.m. from New Horizons, it's not really on the scale. I'm gonna throw it in the E tier, sadly. Sorry, 11 p.m. I thought you were the chosen one. The clock has finally struck midnight and you're trying to decide whether to go to bed or keep playing Animal Crossing. You make the decision to keep playing Animal Crossing, but the music is inadvertently trying to send you to bed. It's quite the conundrum, I think you might agree. 12 a.m, it's okay, but I do feel we have heard some of its motifs, some of the elements of this song in other songs already. I'm gonna slot this one in the E tier next to 11 p.m. It's just the way it be. Nay, it's the way it E. I instantly dig any tune with a nice smooth trumpet going. And 1am, it delivers that, and a little more as well. It gives me a real nostalgic feeling for something that hasn't even happened yet, which is some real godly, omnipotent Dr. Manhattan nonsense. I think 1am isn't quite adventurous enough to be A tier, but it's definitely B tier. Definitely a good, strong B tier. I'm struggling to come up even with a coherent opinion on 2am. I will say I like the inclusion of the New Horizons theme on pianos, a little bit of a lick in there. It sounds nice, it's very sweet, but overall I'm not super into the song. It doesn't stand out to me as one of the more unique tracks, which is a shame because it uses a unique instrument that they don't use that often in New Horizons, which is the piano. But I do understand and respect and appreciate the fact if you want to have some bangers, you also need to have a few snoozers. And maybe it's appropriate that 2am is a snoozer because it is 2am, but it's E tier, I think. It's gonna be E tier. So 3am is a little goofy. I'll give it that, but I kinda like the goof element. There have definitely been 1 or 2 nights in the past couple of months where I couldn't sleep and I would just jump on Animal Crossing at 3am and this song would play and it would accurately depict my mental state at the time. Like I said, it's goofy as hell, but I really like it. I mean, hell, just look at the way I dress. Come on, I'm a goofster. I'm a goofster and a spoofster, okay? It also feels like one of the more appropriate tracks for Animal Crossing. I can totally imagine looking out my window at 3am and seeing one of my villagers sitting on the hill eating a donut, just staring back at me. I'm gonna put this in the C tier, and that is only just because you wouldn't want to listen to this any other time than 3am. Come on, let's be honest. Come on. I like that as we do slowly start to approach the next day, we start to hear some of the New Horizons main theme. This time I think it sounds like it's on the ukulele. It kind of reminds me of 2am, but I do prefer 4am. I just wish they'd include a soundbite every couple of minutes that would just say, "Go to bed!" I'm gonna throw this bad boy in the C tier. Yeah. C tier, yeah. Oh boy, do you know what the A stands for in 5am? It stands for 5 A tier, man. Yeah, I'm putting this in the A tier. I really, really like 5am. It definitely feels like one of the most varied tracks, I think, with that droning kind of ambience. You don't really hear a piano in that many of the tracks, so it does help it stand out from the rest. I really appreciate its inclusion here. It's really, really beautiful. For me, this song gives me feelings of one of those nights where for some reason or another you just cannot sleep. And you're desperately trying to keep your eyes open even though you know you should be keeping them closed. It definitely has vibes of, is the day just ending or starting? You'll be pleased to know I'm not recording this at 5am this time. I'm recording it at 7am. I also think this is the most New Leaf-esque track as well. I promised I wouldn't compare, but this is a nice comparison. This is a good comparison. This is a lovely A-tier track with vibes of New Leaf, and that makes me so happy. And there we go. There is my official ranking of all the hourly music from Animal Crossing New Horizons. What do you think? Agree? Disagree? Never played Animal Crossing? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. Just remember that I have ranked these on personal gut feelings of where the music makes my mind wander. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I had a load of fun. Please do give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe if you're new around here. And also do hit that notification bell so you get updates of when I upload videos. And whilst you're clicking away, why not follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch? I'm very active all over those places. And if you would like to further support me, you could always join my Patreon community or check out my online shop, KickThePj.com, for your finest art and apparel. All right, stay rad, everybody. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Cool. Bye.